Hey, and welcome to another one of my videos. This video is going to be about a particular aspect or a compensation plan, if you like, for the MMO Cashout platform. Now this will be really interesting for gamers because for the first time in history, without any mention of hype, you're actually going to be able to make money while you are playing your favorite video games. And even for those who don't play video games, which I fall into that category, you are going to be in a fantastic position again to make money through the video game environment. And so this is just a short video just showing you one particular aspect of how you could actually make money through MMO Cashout through the video gaming environment. So without any further ado, let's crack on. So as we know, gamers are a very social and interactive breed, if you like. They love talking about games, talking about YouTube channels, Facebook groups, the latest techniques, the latest weapons, the latest levels, whatever it is, they love the gaming environment, and whatever game or games they're involved in, they just love talking about it. And so what happens is once they find something that's really good, they quite naturally spread the word to their other friends, and guess what their friends do? That's right, they just naturally spread the word as well, and so things can grow really exponentially very, very quickly. Now MMO Cashout has using that principle, and what they're going to do is allow a platform for gamers to carry on playing the games that they always play, buy the games that they always buy, and do what they normally do, but it's through a platform by MMO. They're going to actually be able to make some money and make some income from that. Now that income could be very small, it could be sort of $50, $60, $100 a month, enough to buy the next game, or it could be considerably more than that, and it might enable them to perhaps give up their job and do even more gaming if that's what they wanted to do. Now there are currently three levels within MMO. There is the peasant, the royal and the squire, and I'll come to those in a little bit more detail in a minute, but the basic principle is very simple. Everybody who joins or registers with MMO will effectively own their own village, or their own village is probably the best way or best analogy for me to use. Now clearly what gamers will do is they will talk about it and with their friends, and their friends will actually then also join them within MMO, and obviously the villages will start to grow. And again, as we've already seen, is that it will have exponential growth. So this might be you here in the middle, you might have some friends that you've directly introduced to MMO, and in turn they will have their own friends that they will introduce into MMO, because the principle of actually earning money from video gaming is a fantastic principle, and there will be no shortage of people wanting to get involved with MMO and MMO Cashout. So let's just see how big your potential could be. So just by introducing two friends to MMO Cashout, it gives you the ability to what we call tax another 64 other villages, and then simply by introducing more and more friends, it gives you the ability to tax more and more villages, and the importance of that will become really apparent when I get to the different the levels that I've just mentioned, with them being peasant, squire and royal. So as you can see now, with just 3 friends introduced to MMO, it gives you the ability, the potential to tax 1024 other villages. By just introducing a 4th friend, it allows you to now tax up to 65,000, over 65,000 other villages. And then finally, by just introducing 7 video game friends, or just friends, they don't necessarily have to play video games at all, it gives you the ability to tax over 2 million other villages, and that is really a significant number. And let me just explain why that would be. So this is all the benefits of being a peasant. Now I'm not going to go through this list, because if you're interested you can pause the video and read through it yourself. However, this is the key bit that I want to talk about. You have the ability to earn 25 cents for every person or village within your total guild, and you can remember that in the previous slides I talked about the number of potential villages that you could levy a tax, if you like, on, depending on how many people you introduce into MMO. So let's just have a look to see how those numbers will actually work. Okay, so we're at the peasant level here where you can tax every single village now at 25 cents per village. So with 64 villages, you could make $16. Now that $16 is every single month. So that's not just a one-off. You'll receive those $16 every single month if you have a total of 64 villages within your guild. And then, as you can see, as you're furiously tapping away on your calculator, 1,024 villages within your total guild would give you an income, a monthly income of over $250 every single month. And then with 65,500 villages within your guild, that would create an income of over $16,000. And again, this is every single month. And then finally, well, to be honest, I'm not even going to read that number out to you. But just remember, this is at the lowest level. This is at 25 cents. And if you had the potential to tax, you have the potential to tax over 2 million other villages within your guild. And remember, this is just by simply introducing just 7 people. And I know people out there at the moment who know 7 people now, but probably know 70, 700 or even 7,000 people that they might want to introduce into MMO when they realise that they could make an incredible monthly income just through bringing subscribers to the MMO platform. Okay, so we talked about the 3 levels before. The first one was peasant, and now this is squire, so this is the middle level. And again, there's lots of benefits there that you'll be able to read just by pausing the video. But again, I just want to focus on this aspect here, the 9th benefit, which is you will now earn 35 cents for every person or village that is within your total guild. So as we've just explained with the peasant level, let's just have a look what happens with the squire level. So as you can see, same numbers of people that are going to be within your villages, within your guilds, and then as soon as we start to factor in the 35 cents at the squire level, you can see the difference that it makes in monthly in your monthly income, if you like. So you go from go to $22 per month with 64 villages in your guild, or $358 per month with just 1,000 villages within your guild. But then obviously once you start to look at the larger numbers here, you're going to be making $22,900 every single month if you had 65,000 villages within your guild. But you know what? You'd actually be making just over $2,000 here if you only achieved 10%. Perhaps you only had 6,000 people in your guild. Well, that's a $2,000 a month income. And you just need to understand the numbers that are involved here. And then again, you've got the larger end here. So, you know, we're talking to people who have huge subscriber lists on their YouTube channel and on their Facebook accounts. So you can see that quite easily, these numbers here could quite easily be achieved by these individuals as well. So that is at the squire level. Now let's just have a look at the final level, which is royal. And again, same principle. I'm not going to go through all the benefits. I'm just going to focus your mind here at the fact that you're going to be earning 40 cents for every person or village that is going to be in your total guild. And again, quite simply, these are how the numbers would then pan out. So at the royal level, at 40 cents per village, you're going to be making $25 or $400 per month, depending on how many villages you have in your guild. And then also at the higher end, you've got an incredible income here, or any combination of these numbers. And like I say, it might be that you've got 10,000 people in your guild. Well, if you've got 10,000 people, 10,000 times 40 cents per person, I'll allow you to make that calculation yourself. And like I say, these are monthly incomes. Okay, so just going back to the benefits here, as you can see, there are a number of benefits to being a royal, and a peasant and a squire, but we've only concentrated on this one here, the number 9, which is earn 40 cents for every person or village within your total guild. However, what we've not talked about, and I don't want to do this in the video that we're on now, is talk about the other income streams that you could get, and there will be more being added to this as well. So you'll also receive a percentage share of any items that are sold or purchased through the MMO Buy It or the List It platform. You'll also earn up to $20 for every person that you personally introduce. So if you introduce 10 people at the royal level, then that's 10 times $20 every single month. That's $200 straight away. You'll also have access to the monthly profit pool, and you'll also have the potential to be paid as a beta gamer. So hopefully you can see that there are huge advantages to being involved with MMO Cashout. And the other advantage is that the entrance level is so incredibly low. For a peasant it will be only $10 a month, for a squire it would be $50 a month, and as a royal it would only be $100 a month. But you don't have to come in at a squire or a royal. You could all come in as a peasant and then just gradually upgrade as your income or as your villages or guild increases. So hopefully that was enough information for you. If it wasn't, then please get in touch with me. My details will be at the bottom of this video. Alternatively, just get in touch with the person who directed you to this video, and I'm sure they'll be able to clarify any aspects that you're unsure of. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon. Take care now. Bye bye.